What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy, the one and only Reg Zero, and today we're back with another GFUEL energy review. And today we have another collector's box, as you can see. This is the GFUEL. This is a Spider-Man GFUEL flavor. This is they have a bunch of different like collector's boxes, hydration formula version, and some cans. As you can see, there's a can right here, back in the back right here, and they also have just an actual like a brand new flavor, which I already tried in the can. But today we have a reskin. Pretty much, it's just a reskin of Doozy fruit. It was super amazing flavor. I'm not sure if they've changed the formula in any way, so let's hope not. But anyways, let's get straight into this. Here's what the collector's box looks like. It looks super nice. This is what the collector's box, as you can see, looks like. It's inspired by Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, exclusively in theaters, it says. And then you got Future Sense in the front, and then it says GFUEL Energy Formula. Then you got the sides, which is pretty cool. It just has like a kind of like the city, kind of with water and stuff, kind of futuristic kind of stuff. And you have the Spider-Man character in the front with the kind of like futuristic background stuff. I haven't watched the movie, so I'm not really sure what it's about. Then you have the spider logo with looks like kind of like a building, as you can see. And then you have just, like I said, those two things, that side and then that side, and then the bottom is just a scan thing, and then at the top, which is kind of surprising, you usually have the GFUEL energy formula at the top, but this time it's just clear and there's nothing really on it. It's just kind of part of the picture. So, and the GFUEL energy formula is on the front instead. So let's just get straight into this. Let's open it up, try it out. Let's see if it compares to the old Doozy fruit. I remember what it tastes like, so that we'll kind of be able to tell. But as far as the flavor goes, let's hope it tastes like Doozy fruit. And let's just see what this collector's box is about, shall we? Okay, here is the shaker. As you can see, this is a taller, like obviously collector's box, so the shakers you could expect to be taller. And here we have the shaker cup. It's a nice blue here with like a big ripped Spider-Man with a strong Spider-Man at the front, and then you have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse exclusively in theaters logo, or the text right here, and then you have GFUEL energy formula with the red and blue. Then you have like a, the blue lid with the top opener thing. And you have, that's just blue. And then you have a red insert for that as well. So we're going to put this back in the box because we're not going to be using this today. Because we like for you guys to see what the color is. Or I like for you guys to see what the color of the actual flavor is. Which I think it's still red. Okay, so here we have the actual flavor. GFUEL energy formula Future Sense red sour fruit punch, which is what the flavor was of Doozy fruit. So here's what the tub looks like. Super cool looking. Has like the city with the towers and all that look. I think it's like New York City, I'm guessing, with like a futuristic kind of look. And you have the cool little focus, energy focus, endurance, and reaction front little logos. Super cool how they always do like they usually do like a cool kind of like logo for those kind of things that it says at the front, which is super nice. I like how they do that. It looks super cool. I love how the Spider-Man was like kind of like shooting above like the text of GFUEL. Looks pretty cool. And you got the GFUEL energy formula, and then you got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and then you have obviously the red sour fruit punch, naturally and artificially flavored. And then you have just the whole tub. Looks very cool. Bottom, just expiration date. Top, and then you have some ingredient. And you have we have this opened up now. Unfortunately, I don't seem to the actual scooper doesn't seem to be at the top, so looks like we're gonna have to dig. Or maybe not. I can kind of see it. That doesn't smell like Doozy fruit, but it smells kind of like a red Sour Patch Kid. Like I said, I think the flavor is supposed to be like it. I'm not supposed to be. It is supposed to be like a pretty much just a reskin of Doozy fruit, which is kind of like it. Last time I remember tasting it, it tasted like kind of like a Hawaiian punch, sour Hawaiian punch is what it tastes like. Okay, we have our Doozy fruit or red sour fruit punch mixed up. Here is what the color looks like. It's kind of like a nice kind of like pinkish red. Let's go ahead and see if they've changed the formula or anything, and see if it still tastes the same. So here we go. Let's give it a smell now that it's mixed up. It's smelling kind of like, it's not really smell like fruit punch much. It does smell a little different than actually Doozy fruit, but like I said, it's not like a new flavor, it's just reskinned, but it does smell like a little bit different than actually Doozy fruit smelled like, as far as I can remember. Anyway, so we have the Across the Spider-Verse GFUEL flavor, or Doozy fruit reskinned. Anyway, so here we go, let's give us a taste. Let's see if they've changed the formula or if it's still the same. Here we go, let's give us a taste. Whoa. Whoa. It tastes different now. It doesn't really taste just like Hawaiian Punch now. The fruit punch tastes a lot better than it did when it was just like the Doozy fruit. I don't really care for Hawaiian Punch at all, so I'm glad that it does taste like the actual fruit punch itself has like changed the flavor wise. It still does taste like kind of like Hawaiian Punch a little bit, but it has like changed a little bit as far as I can tell. Like it does taste like the Hawaiian Punch, or I mean the actual fruit punch has changed as far as the flavor a little bit. There's not too much sour going on with there. There's a little bit like a sourness. You can definitely tell it's a sour flavor, and then it has a sourness on there. But as far as sourness like level wise, it's not very much. I would say it's probably along the lines with maybe sour blue chagrag, or a little bit less than that, I would say. There's not too much sourness to this, but the fruit punch, or whatever we want to call it, is definitely changed, and it does taste better than it did before. It still does have like that kind of Hawaiian Punch taste a little bit, but it still has changed. Like as far as like the fruit punch, it's a little bit different than like the actual Hawaiian Punch, or as what it used to taste like, anyways. So far, this is really good. I'm super glad they brought this back for the time being. Definitely recommend picking this up if you haven't already. If you like kind of like fruit punch kind of flavors or anything like that, I definitely recommend that you pick this up because it's a banger. I definitely like this a lot. The fruit punch, whatever, just it tastes so good, and then it also kind of like has that sourness to this. If you're wondering if this has any resemblance to the original fruit punch GFUEL flavor, the fruit punch, sorry, is definitely a lot different than the actual like fruit punch that originally they came out with. So if you've had that before and you're wondering if the fruit punch tastes any similar, it has a little bit like of a resemblance, but as far as like the fruit punch taste, it is a lot different than the actual original fruit punch because it has a sourness, and like the fruit punch itself does taste more like Hawaiian Punch than the original GFUEL fruit punch. But again, like I say, it has changed as far as like the actual fruit punch taste. It does change. It does feel like it's changed a bit to me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching with me to the end. What do I want to rate this out of 10? I think I'm gonna rate this a solid 9.2 out of 10. I love this flavor. Like I said, like it tastes super good. Has like a nice fruit punch taste. It kind of has like kind of tastes like Hawaiian Punch a little bit, but it's still really good. And as far as the sourness, like I said, it's not super sour, but it does still have a little bit like a sourness to it, like kind of a tartness, which kind of just adds the more that it just gives it a lot more of a flavor, I guess you could say. But as far as this flavor, I would like to say 9.2 out of 10. Definitely really good. Definitely recommend picking it up if you do like anything like Hawaiian Punch or fruit punch. But hopefully this video helped you decide if you want to buy it or not, or if you've already bought it, let me know down in the comments. Anyways, thanks so much for watching the event to the end. If you want to support me in any way, make sure to go down below and follow my other socials, and subscribe and like all those good things that support me. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. It's been RegZero, and I'll catch you next one, and peace.